Good morning, everyone. Today is one of my favorite days. It is beach day, so I'm super excited about that. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people who plan Disney and Universal trips, they like to do a beach day, or maybe two, or maybe they even do like an extra week at the beach. And so we thought what we'd do is we'd cover some of the top beaches near Disney, so the easiest beaches to get to, and I think the best beaches to get to. So today we're going to be covering Daytona Beach. It's got a lot of great things going for it. So we'll talk a little bit about what makes it special, what makes it great. We'll show you around a little bit, show you the beach, show you the town, and why we think it's a great beach to go to. It's around an hour drive, a little bit less than an hour drive, I guess, depending on how fast you drive, from Disney and Universal. So it's really easy and quick to get to. On the other coast, if you're headed to the Gulf side, it's going to be about a 2-hour drive. Sometimes 2.5-hour drive, because I'll be honest, the traffic is really rough going towards the Gulf Coast sometimes, going through over by Tampa. But going to Daytona Beach or your Cocoa Beach over here on the Atlantic side, never any traffic.
There's
never
not,
have any traffic.
Knock on wood,
So,
but we've never had any traffic. It's a super easy drive there and back. So
yeah, it's a great place. So we'll talk a little bit more about Daytona. So for example, what's really interesting, and we'll show this, is that you can actually drive on the beach.
Yeah.
And I will say Daytona has had a bad reputation in the past, many years ago, because of the fact you could drive on the beach. It got kind of really dirty, and people felt like it was not like the cleanest sand and the cleanest beach. But they have spent years cleaning it up, putting new sand out, changing a lot of the rules around it. So it's actually become like a really nice, awesome family beach. So we'll show you a little bit about that. Also, the fact that you can drive on the beach. Some people have concerns with little ones and little kids. There are actually areas of the beach where you can park, and then you can walk over and set up your tents or your chairs and things that is not drivable. So if you feel like you want like a little bit safer, I mean, it's still safe even with the cars going by, don't get me wrong, we'll show you that, but there are actually sections of the beach where there is no driving, so you can actually, if you have little ones that you don't want to have to be constantly like worried that there's cars driving by, there is places available there too. So we'll talk a little bit about some of the tips and tricks about where to park and how to get in here, and the best way to make your beach day awesome in Daytona. But we'll cover all that, and should be an exciting episode. Beach day, her favorite. She loves the beach.
Hey.
I love the beach too, and Daytona's a great one. So right here, this is downtown Daytona, and while there are some beaches on this sort of intercoastal waterway, if you actually want to get to the beach on the coast, you need to go across the bridge over to Daytona Beach. So this is downtown Daytona, more of a historical area. Daytona Beach is going to be across one of these bridges, which is where we're headed. Windy. Very windy today. Here we are, Daytona Beach. As I was talking about, you can see where you can actually drive on the beach. You can drive, you see there's a car coming straight towards me. So there's this drive area here, this sort of driveway that'll allow you to actually go up and down the beach. And speed limit is 10 miles an hour. You have to keep your windows down while you're driving for safety. You're not allowed to text, obviously, but you can kind of see where you park. There's no double parking allowed. You just park your car anywhere you want. And the great thing about Daytona Beach is that because you park your car, you're really spaced out from other people. So, and the fact that there's so much beach, a lot of beaches you go to, like your Cocoa Beach or your Clearwater Beach, it is really compact. There will be a lot of people around you at all times, but you can see, I mean, it is so spread out. There will be hardly anybody near you the entire time you're at the beach. So that's great because it'll be really spaced out. Lots of room to put your gear. The other thing that I love is the fact that you can park In some of the other beaches, especially like your Clearwater Beach, if you have a cooler or a wagon or a tent, you've got to park somewhere really far out and then come all the way up a bunch of sand, because it's a really deep, deep sandy beach, all the way up, lug all of your stuff all the way up by the water. Here at Daytona, you can just take your stuff right out of your trunk, put it right in the back of your car, and hang out right there, and just load it back up when you're done for the day. And I think that's a huge benefit for people who don't like to walk a long way on the beach. It can be kind of painful. So if you like that, you can still take all of your stuff and put it up there by the water. You are allowed to do that. You'll see some people throughout the day doing that. See some people over there setting theirs up. You can also rent chairs. So you can do that. It just depends on what you're looking for. We usually set up right behind our car, and then we'll just kind of walk up to the beach and get in the water when it gets warm. So again, a huge benefit to this beach. Let's just give you a sort of a view of the sand. You can see the sand here is pretty compact. It's not like the fluffy white sand that you're going to get at Clearwater. So if you're looking for that, this isn't going to be the beach, because the water does come up here, so it gets kind of compacted. But I'll show you the beach. I'll show you the sand actually where you would be sitting if you sit behind your car. And that's going to be much more like a fluffy sand. You want to build a sand castle. It's a good place to do that. So you can see the sand here. It's much fluffier, much softer than that compacted sand that's going to be up there near the water. So another great benefit to Daytona Beach is the ability to park wherever you want. If you get here early enough, we're here, it's about 9 o'clock in the morning. There's not a lot of people here yet. And so you can kind of pick and choose where you park at. And just so you know, it's $20 to come to the beach and park on the beach. $20 gives you access for the whole day. And then you can kind of just park where you want. You can move later in the day if you don't like your spot. But what's great about it is that there are lots of restaurants all along the beach, all the way up and down. So if you have your favorite restaurant, you can park right in front of it. And then when it's lunchtime, you just walk up the ramp and you go eat. And when you're done, you come back down and hang out at the beach. This actually right behind me is Krabby's, which is a great seafood place that we're going to eat lunch at. So we parked right in front of it, and we're just going to head up and grab it. They've actually got some outdoor seating there that overlooks the beach as well. Beautiful, beautiful sort of landscape that you can look at. You can look at the beach while you're eating. It's great. It's pretty windy here today, and so I'll show you the water. It's pretty wavy. Got some big waves today, so that's going to be fun if you're going to get in the water. We're going to get hammered pretty good by those waves. All right, here we are up in the water. You can see those waves, man. It is churning out there today. Big waves. I mean, we are on the Atlantic side, so the Atlantic side does tend to get a little bit bigger waves than the Gulf side. But sometimes we've been here and it's been almost a flat calm. It just depends. But we got some big waves rolling in today. I'll give you a shot of the water here as well. It's not bad. I mean, it's not going to be as clear as the Gulf side over your Clearwater, Siesta Key areas, but you can see, you can kind of see how clear it is. It's not bad. Just give you a shot of it coming through there. So the water's pretty nice, and it's a little cool. I mean, it's warm. I can get in the water and I can swim, but it's a little bit cool today. Again, on the Atlantic side, the water is going to be slightly cooler than it is on the Gulf side. So if you are somebody who likes the cool water, especially in the heat and dead heat of summer, and you don't like to get in the ocean when it feels like bath water, the Atlantic side, again, is a benefit to coming because the water is going to be slightly cooler. The other thing that I would recommend as a tip is if you're thinking about coming to the beach for the day, I would recommend checking the weather before you head out. Maybe the night before or maybe that morning. You want to check the weather to help make your decision on whether or not you're going to go to the Atlantic side or you're going to go to the Gulf side, because the weather can be different. So you may look at, for example, Cocoa Beach on the Gulf side and see that it's going to rain. or it's going to be maybe 80 degrees. And over on the Atlantic side, it might be 85 degrees and sunny. So you're going to want to check, and that will probably help make your decision. There are times where we will choose which beach we go to based on which one's going to have the better weather. Believe it or not, they can be very different from each other. All the way down there, you can see there is a pier, and there's some shops and things down there, some restaurants that you can walk along. Happy 53rd birthday. I don't know whose birthday it is, but happy birthday, whoever this was. You can see that, it's only 9:30 in the morning, and you can already see that it's popping off here. This is the Land Shark Bar and Grill, and they've already got a shindig going on up there. So they're starting their morning pretty early. I'm going to guess that they're probably having mimosas and Bloody Marys up there. So a beach run is happening right here at Daytona Beach. Here's the finish line. Got people coming in, getting their medallions and their medals. It looks like it's at the 55-minute mark for this marathon, so pretty good. All right, I did want to point out that every so often here on the beach, all the way up and down, you'll find these little shops here, or I should say these little food carts. So food, drinks, they got ice cream, Italian sausage, funnel cake. This opens up around 10:30. They'll have lots of different treats. They've also got some merchandise. You can get some shirts, some beach gear, things like that. Uh-oh, looks like we got an incident here. Not sure. I see a lot of the lifeguards all headed the same direction down here towards the pier. So hopefully whoever that is, or whatever's going on down there, hopefully they are okay. As I mentioned, every so often here as you're walking, you'll see either a food shack or you see a beach rental place. So this is where you can rent your chairs, your umbrellas. They also rent boogie boards, surfboards, things like that you can grab. Right here, just to give you an idea, they do rent the beach chairs and the umbrella, and it's $40 all day. That price might change depending on the time of year and how crowded it is. All right, here we are at the beach, over by the water. So, what do you think? You having a good day so far?
Yes, I'm so excited to be here. It's just relaxing, convenient, most convenient beach I've ever been to. When we first came to Daytona the first time, I was like, well, it's an hour away, let's go there. But I don't think I'm going to really like it because of the cars on the beach. But it is just so convenient, just being able to drive up, put your cooler chairs right outside your car, and you're there. There's
we were big Clearwater fans for a long time. We used to stay at Clearwater for a month at a time. We loved it there. Almost became locals, quite frankly, as much time as we spent at Clearwater. And then we tried Daytona once and just kind of fell in love with it. Yeah. But look how empty the beach is.
Yeah.
And it's always like this. It'll start to fill up a little bit as the day goes on, but you can see there's just nobody. Like, it's like super, super empty. Not a ton of people. And it'll be like that because it's not that there's not a lot of people here. It's that it's so spread out.
Yeah.
There's so much beach that you don't have to be on top of each other. Yeah. Oh, it feels good. It feels good. It's pretty windy out today though.
Yeah.
But it's still warm, and the water feels good. It's cooling me down, so I really love it here. You see, there's a marathon over there. So there's a 5K.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the finish line's right there, so we got people coming in. It says it's around the hour mark, so people have been doing that marathon for an hour.
I won't be doing it.
I see a lot of them are walking. But it's a 5K, and I guess you've got, probably a lot of people are running it mostly, but I could probably do a 5K if I was just walking 99.8% of the time. I don't know how long that takes. How long does a 5K take?
I don't know.
If you're walking the whole time, if you walk at, a decent pace. Let's just say walk Disney pace. I don't know how long that takes. water just feels so good. Well, you know, the first time I stepped in it, it felt pretty cold, but I feel like now it's either it's warming up a little bit or it's I'm just getting used to it. It's beach day. Oh, I think it's time. I think I'm just gonna go lay out, get some sun. I need a little bit of a suntan. I'm looking a little pasty. Just gonna relax. That's the best part about the beach, is that, especially when you think about Disney and Universal vacations, I mean, you're on the go a lot. It's a lot of go, 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 and you need some downtime. And sometimes the downtime is just a day at the pool, relax, maybe take a trip to Disney Springs, do some shopping, or city walk. But another great down day is the beach. And you just kind of come here, relax, take a seat, take a load off, keep yourself hydrated. I gotta say, keep yourself hydrated, bring lots of water with you. I have to say, this is the life. Is there really anything better? Just chilling at the beach, soaking up the sun, got a little music, good vibes, relax, put you in a nice good mood. And I tell you what, it feels good here today. It's warm, but there's like good breeze. So like usually when I'm at the beach and it's hot, like I have to get in and out of the water like every 5 minutes. So like as soon as I start to get comfortable in my beach chair and I'm thinking, okay, I might start dozing off a little bit, or maybe I've settled in with my Kindle and I'm watching, you know, reading a book, I have to get back in the water because I'm scorching to death and I'm like sweating. But with this wind coming across, like I can lay here for a good hour before I start to feel like I need to get in the water. And that's without like an umbrella. I have no umbrella or shade. I usually don't use them. We don't usually bring them because I want to get in the sun. But yeah, it just feels so good here today. You enjoying that?
In my happy place. Growing up, we came to the beach at least 2 or 3 weeks out of the year, and we always came to the Atlantic side. We went to North Carolina because I have family down in North Carolina, and I don't think there was years growing up when I was a teenager where I did not go to the beach with my parents when they went. I stayed in Ohio because, I don't know, I guess I just wanted to be cool and not go and like not be with my family. And I can't believe I did that because I love the beach. I feel like I'm meant to be at the beach. I'm supposed to live at the beach. The beach is a part of me. So I can't believe there was years where I was like, oh, I'm just not going to go to the beach for 2 weeks. I'm going to stay in Cincinnati and hang out with my friends. It's crazy to me that I did that. I've grown up since then, and I absolutely love the beach. It's funny, though, because my daughter, Lexi, never liked the beach growing up. We would come when we went to, came down to Orlando, and she would take a while to get in the water, and then she would stay in the water for a little bit, but then she would just be like, oh, there's, sand everywhere, blah, blah, blah. And now she loves the beach, and she's like craves to just be at the beach relaxing and just staring out at the water. And it's just funny how when you're a teenager you don't like think about where you're at and take in the beach. So yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and relax on the beach today and clear my mind. It helps to clear my mind. And just listen to the waves, and the waves, it's pretty rough out there today, but that doesn't matter to me. We actually have more fun when it is rough. Growing up, the waves were really big in North Carolina, so we would, jump the waves and whatever. So we'll probably do that today. Whereas in the Gulf side, the waves aren't very big at all, which is fine too. So yeah, I'm not very particular about a beach, just as long as I'm here. And I'm very grateful that I get to be here. And these sunglasses, the reason I keep pushing them off is because they're too big. I bought them at the mall and I tried on the try-on pair and I was like, oh yeah, I really like these. So they give you a new pair and you take them home. Well, I didn't try those on until I got home. And they're too big. They fall off my face. So I'm always having to push them up. So I'm really annoyed about that. I don't know if anybody cares about that, but yeah. So if you're ever trying sunglasses on in the mall and you try on the try-on pair, when they give you your new pair, try them on. Because I didn't, and now I have glasses that are too big.
Real talk here for a minute. I think we've been here 15 minutes. And I've already dug into the snacks. Does anyone else feel that? And I'm not gonna lie, I also had breakfast. And it was a sizable breakfast. And we just got here and I'm already in snacks. But I can't help it. These things are so good. Have you had these? Honestly, I probably never would have even tried them. Because they just look like gummy bears or something and nothing special. But my daughter made me try them. You see right there, they say sweet and sour. She made me try them. And now I eat a whole bag. Once a week. Okay, maybe not that many, but I eat them a lot. They're so good. I like sour stuff. And man, they're really good. They do have this sweet and sour thing going on. It creeps up on you. Oh, did you see that guy? A little one-wheel doohickey there just flew by. That's pretty cool. So, yeah. Already cutting into the snacks. If you feel that, why don't you comment below and let me know. Or am I the only one? The food truck's open. Yeah, they got some good ice cream options. Steak and cheese. Man, this looks good. One of the other unique things about this beach, again, because you can drive up and down it, is every once in a while you'll actually see an ice cream truck drive down the beach for people. So if you wait long enough, you don't even have to walk down to the little food truck down there. You just wait for the ice cream truck to come down, pull up right to your chair, and run over there and grab some. So it looks like the 5K race is over. They're putting things away. You ever notice how they call races by 1K, 5K, 2K? It's always a K, 25K. Do you think they do that? I wonder if they do that to make it seem longer than mile. Or maybe it's is it a European thing? I don't know. Why do they call it a K versus a mile? Maybe it's to make it sound longer. I don't know. So then I guess my kind of race is the 600 centimeter race, otherwise known as the walk out to my car. That's my kind of race. Oh boy, here we go. I am getting pretty hungry, so it's lunchtime and we are coming up to Krabby Bill's. This is what I just love about this place. We're parked right down there and we just walk up this ramp here. Oh, someone need to trim the bushes here. I mean, look at this. This is so beautiful. Krabby's Oceanside. Little shot of the menu here. They got a lot of great food. Fresh seafood. It's awesome. A quick shot of the patio area overlooking the beach. I always have live entertainment every time we come. You ain't got another indoor bar here. Not quite as popular as the outdoor bar, but it's here. Want to get out of the sun? Want to get out of the heat? Get a little cooled off? Yeah, it's a great restaurant. Right there, you can see the ice cream truck that I was talking about. I just pulled up. We got waffle cones, slushies, all the assorted novelty ice creams you can ever eat. So I'm a little bit sick, honestly, that I'm not down there right now getting some ice cream. But we're up here getting ready to eat some delicious seafood, so I can't be too upset. I don't know how well you can see behind me or not, but it's starting to get a little later in the day. It's starting to get pretty crowded. A good number of people here at the beach now. You can see the beach is starting to fill up, but honestly, if you look, even with the number of people here, I mean, it's almost like you feel like you have the beach to yourself. You have a whole lane of beach where there's just nobody. You know, I love Clearwater Beach, but when we go to Clearwater, it's wall-to-wall people pretty much everywhere around you. So that's a great thing about this beach. Even when it's super crowded, it does not feel that crowded. So I don't know about you, but when I look down here, I just happen to be kind of looking over this rail. And when I look down here, you know what this reminds me of? Weekend at Bernie's. Kind of expecting to see Bernie down there laying in the sand smiling back up at me. So we just set up here at Krabby's and we got our drinks. I got a Diet Coke. And you know me and straws. Check this straw out here. Can you read that? Marine biodegradable, home plus industrial compostable. And I have to say, this is the straw of the future for me. These are the straws that I look for. It's like a plastic texture, right? So it's not like paper, which like disintegrates. All straws I feel like need to be. Now I don't know. I mean, it says marine safe, marine biodegradable. For me, this is what I'd like to see all straws become. I love this. I'm very passionate about saving the ocean and marine life. So for me, this is like, I love this. So please, if anybody's watching that makes straws, invest in this and not paper straws. Yeah, off my soapbox now. Check these out. Look at those. Look at these hush puppies. I mean, oh my goodness. Now that is a delicious, crispy looking hush puppy. And we got a side of honey here. I can't wait to dig into this. This looks good. How many do we have? I don't know. There's a bunch. Okay, so we just got these hush puppies. And I pulled this sucker apart. I mean, just look at that. Oh, look at that crispiness on the outside, chewiness on the inside. I'm just going to dig in. I'm going to dig in with this honey. See how it is. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Now that's a good hush puppy. Wow. And I just love hush puppy. I like sweet hush puppies. I think if you're a salty hush puppy, these are good too. You just don't dip them in the honey. But I love sweet hush puppies. So the hush puppy itself doesn't have any sweetness to it. It's the honey that kicks it in. Oh man, they're just so gold. Look at that, just golden brown and crispy, almost like a little meteorite there. It's so good on the inside with the honey. All right, so look who decided to join the party. So she's got the hush puppy, but surprise, surprise, what did you think she put on the hush puppy instead of the honey?
Hot sauce. A lot of hot sauce.
Look at this. Oh, keep it from rolling around. Look at that. All that hot sauce on there. All right, let us know because I think it's going to be really good. Even with the hot sauce.
It's so
You
good.
like it?
But I love hot sauce on my hush puppies. I love hush puppies. I grew up, my mom makes the best hush puppies, I feel like, that I've ever had. But these are really, really good.
I gotta get more. Yeah, that's the good thing I like about these hush puppies is that the hush puppy itself is like neutral. So like you can dip it in the honey and get the like sweet, savory hush puppy, or you can do the hot sauce, or even like cocktail sauce. You can get cocktail sauce or tartar sauce or whatever, or even ketchup, and it's still awesome.
I like them always. I just choose the hot sauce because I love hot sauce.
Yeah. So depending on your preference for the hush puppy, sweet or salty or savory, this hush puppy is awesome, and you get a ton of them. And I think it was like $8.99.
Yeah, it's $8.99.
And there's what 2, 4, 6, 8, and there was like 10 or 12 of them for $8.99. That's like a steal. So I did end up going for the burger. Look at that little beauty. Oh man, that looks good. Now I do get my burgers well done. I will forewarn you. I get steaks and things medium rare, but when it comes to a burger, I want it well done. I don't want that. I don't want any pink on my burger. We got so I got lettuce, tomato. I got extra pickles, just so you know. It doesn't come with that many pickles. I got extra. I got some onion. Look at these fries though. Oh man, look at these like thick. Look at that. That looks awesome. And we're gonna dig into this. Oh, look at this flounder. This is the fried flounder. Wow, there's a lot of fried flounder here. It's actually pretty thick too for a flounder. So, and then we got the grilled vegetables. Looks like zucchini, squash. I don't know, some onions in there. This looks awesome. Yum. Oh yeah, here we go. I'm getting my happy dance on. Okay. I'm just gonna start with the French fry first because that's gonna be much easier. And when you see the burger, you'll know why. Okay, a little bit of ketchup here. Yum. That's a good French fry. It's kind of like I feel like it's like in between like a regular, I don't know, French fry, restaurant fry, and like Rally's French fries. Does anybody remember Rally's? Does anybody even know what Rally's is? Or like Arby's? You know, it's got like that kind of like seasoning crust on it, but it's like light, so it's in the middle, and it's got like some thick. I mean, this is a pretty thick fry here. Look at that. Oh, that's. Anyway, the fry is really good, surprisingly. Okay, so here's my burger. Look at this. Like that is not an exaggeration. Like that's the literal burger. I did nothing besides just close it. They look humongous. It's gonna be quite the challenge to eat. So here's what I think we need to do. I'll take a bite of this, and then you talk about your food a little bit while I'm trying to take this bite and chew. So start that process now.
Okay, well I got the fried flounder. It's actually Cajun. It's in a Cajun breading. The breading is Cajun. So I've already tried it over there and I loved it, but I'll go ahead and try it again. It's very good. I love flounder. It's my favorite. I feel like they don't. Back when I used to go to the beach in North Carolina, like I said earlier, they've had flounder everywhere in North Carolina. But down here in Florida, it's usually it's grouper. You see grouper a lot.
A lot of grouper.
A lot of grouper, which I like grouper. And I got that last time I came here. But this time I thought I'd try the flounder. I wasn't sure if I wanted it Cajun or not, even though I love spicy. Sorry, I have something in my eye. But I love it. It's not actually even too Cajun-y. It's just like lightly. And I will probably put hot sauce. I'll probably eat part of it with just plain the way it came, and then part of it with hot sauce because I like hot sauce. So.
Good. I mean, it looks awesome.
It's
I'm gonna
very
give it. I'm
good.
actually gonna give it a taste here in just a second. But my burger, I mean, it's really it's a good burger. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's like the best burger that I've ever had, but like for a seafood restaurant, it stacks up with other burgers. There's no like special seasoning or flavoring in the meat or anything like that. It's just like a really well cooked, like barbecue grilled burger. It's just awesome, and the bun is nicely like kind of toasted.
Yeah.
The texture of it is great. It's not like crispy. It's not mushy. It's not just. It's actually really good. I think it's got like a little bit of like butter or sheen or something on it. Anyway, the burger's awesome. Especially for a seafood restaurant. So if you're looking for coming to a seafood restaurant, you got somebody in the party who's not big into seafood, the burger is definitely a winner. I've had the Impossible Burger here before as well, and it is actually pretty good. And then they have all kind of other stuff, like the steak and the ribs and the chicken. So maybe when we come here again, I'll try that. But I want to try this flounder too, because it looks really good. So I'm just gonna take a little.
And I got it well done because I just get things well done, and it's cooked perfectly for me. Is it cooked too much for you? No.
No, because I like my fish well done too.
Yeah.
I know technically when you cook fish, it's supposed to be like ultra mushy, like kind of wet still, and like I don't know, like on the edge of being not cooked. That's not for me. No, I want like my fish firm,
Yeah.
well done, cooked, which is why I kind of steered more towards like salmon and shark steaks and things, and less towards like I don't know, whitefish, tilapia and stuff, because it just feels mushy to me. Flounder, awesome.
It's so good.
It's really good. It doesn't have like a saltwater taste to it,
No, not at all.
and it doesn't have like a fish taste or smell. So it's definitely like fresh. I think it's like a fresh flounder that they got, dredged it in a little bit of the Cajun. But honestly, I don't really taste the Cajun.
No,
Did you?
No, not really.
Like I you know,
barely, maybe.
I think that's a miss for me.
Which I'm glad about. Because I'm just going to put hot sauce on it anyway.
Yeah, like I mean, I think if you're gonna advertise Cajun on your fish, it should be Cajun-y. And to me, it's just kind of like a salty, slightly salty crust. So I think they could have definitely amped up the Cajun on that.
I also got the grilled vegetables, which by grilled vegetables they mean
Yeah, the
zucchini and squash, and there's some onions in it.
Yeah.
And they are good. I would prefer, I like broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, the normal. But I do like this, but I would prefer like more of a selection of vegetables. But I've ordered this before and I know I like it. So.
Yeah, they're all right. I don't honestly think those vegetables are that good. I feel like they're a little overcooked for me.
Yeah, they are.
Like I would like them less cooked, more al dente, a little firmer.
Yeah.
They're like almost like they're not to the point of caramelization, but they're like almost there.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like there's like much seasoning on them at all.
Yeah.
Like any
I taste
salt
butter.
or
I feel like I taste butter.
So they're kind of.
Yeah.
I think they're weak, but the star is definitely
The fish.
the fish here, the flounder. But
Yeah.
again, don't count on it being Cajun. Just count on it just being like fried flounder. And then the burger was great. Honestly, the fries. I mean, the fries are really good.
Yeah.
So, overall, awesome.
We just had a fantastic day at Daytona Beach. It's been great. I hope you learned a little bit, saw a little bit about Daytona Beach and why it might be a great beach for you. If you liked this video, I encourage you definitely subscribe to the channel and hit that little bell down there too to turn your notifications on. We're posting new videos every single day.
Yep.
And we're going to be also covering other beaches in the area that are nearby that are great for driving distance from Disney and Universal. We're going to do Clearwater Beach, we'll do Cocoa Beach, there are some other ones like Siesta Key as well, St. Petersburg. So if you like this video, just subscribe, hit that bell, and thanks for joining us. It's been a great day, and we're going to take off. Thanks. And the Noble Way.
It's the easy way.
Bye-bye.